YouTube, what's up, man? It's your boy J Ray's the Barber. Got a little video for y'all today. I'm gonna be talking a little bit on client retention and the things that you can do to retain clientele. And these are all steps that I took in my career to retain the clientele that I had today. So step one, man, you gotta provide the best quality work. Even when you at your lowest, your starting point, when you still learning, you still failing, you messing up, you messing people haircuts up, you doing designs wrong, the blend messed up, the hairline messed up. You gotta provide the best quality work. And me saying that, the best quality work isn't always the best quality work. Certain clients don't really know what the best quality work is. So take a step back and know your clientele, know who's in your chair. They might look at the haircut and you can tell that the haircut's just not the best haircut that you could provide, or but they look at it and they love it. So therefore, that's part of it. The best quality work at all times. Secondly, man, we got to make our clients feel comfortable. You know, simple conversations. They gotta want to come and sit in your chair and feel comfortable and feel like the environment that they're getting themselves groomed at is a safe environment. You know, Sometimes a client might book a hot towel, a facial, or something like that. Now you got them laid back and they got their eyes shut. They just want to feel comfortable and in a safe space whenever they're getting serviced by you. So that's another major one, is making your clients feel comfortable. Um, Whenever your clients come in the shop, man, you always want to greet them by their name and with a smile. It makes them feel special, like, oh, their name. Like when you greet somebody by name, they're like, oh, he actually really remember me. He know who I am. So always greet them with a name and a smile. That's one tip that I learned from the Rich Barber Head Studio, Chuka Torres. That's one of the barbers that I used to watch when I was trying to get into the game, man. Big shouts out to Chuka. But yeah, greet every single client by name with a smile on your face. Um, you want to create good conversation with your clients, man. Like, good conversation isn't hard to provide. When you're talking to people, ask them about themselves, ask them what they do, ask them about their family, remembering the conversations that you had with that client for the next time that they come back. You ask them, say, you might have a client. Let's do this. I got a client, for instance, right? And he's in the fire academy to be a firefighter. So every time he comes back, I'm like, what's going on, bro? How the academy going? Did you finish yet? So remember what your clients tell you. They're gonna value you so much more for that. They're gonna be like, oh, he actually cares about me. He actually wants to know what's going on with me. It just brings value to them. It shows your value, your worth to them by remembering what you guys talk about. Um, Make sure you're asking your clients, man, the proper questions to figure out what they want done to their hair. Because, it's a lot of clients out there, man, who they may not really know what they want done to their hair. So they just going with the flow. So make sure you asking the right questions. Be like, say somebody's getting a taper, right? And they say they want a mid taper. If you get a mid taper, you can either keep the C cups in the shape up, or you can just keep the vertical bars and no C cups. So you want to ask your client like what they desire to see on their head. Some people just may not know. They may not know the difference. So pull a picture out, man, and ask them before you start on that haircut. Make sure that you know exactly what they want done, so when they get out the chair, they're satisfied. And that is part of client retention right there, because they know that you pay attention to detail and asking them what they want done. um Another major is one of the biggest key points to client retention: be on time. Be on time. Your time management is extremely valuable. You have clients who they book their appointments for reasons. Uh, People book appointments so they can get in the chair when they're supposed to and get out of the chair when they're supposed to. They might have a job interview that they're getting a haircut for. They might be going on a date. They might have a family get together. They may have something or somewhere that they need to be at that exact time. So for you to be 15 minutes late, now you're pushing them 15, maybe 30 minutes late behind for whatever that they need to get done. So make sure that you are on time. That's a major, probably the biggest role in client retention. And for a long time, I didn't really realize that because, like, when I was first getting into the game, I was so stuck on trying to just get everybody in the chair that I could, and I didn't really understand how appointments work because me growing up, I never booked appointments getting haircuts. So I would just walk in the barbershop and sit in there all day because I was young. I didn't have nothing to do. I didn't have no plans. So therefore, make sure you're on time for your clients, man. They they're gonna value you way more if you value their time. And the thing about it is, you can't expect them to value your time if you don't value their time. You can't expect them to be on time if you're not on time. And it took me a while to realize that myself. I done lost a lot of clientele because of it, but I done gained a lot of clientele on the back end for me changing the way that I run things and actually being on time for my clientele. So I used to work my appointment intervals for a haircut used to be 30 minutes. And I got some clients who take me 45. Some of them may even take me an hour. It might just take me a little bit longer because I'm really focused on that intricate detail on the haircut. So I open my appointment intervals from 30 minutes to 45 minutes to give me that space I need to be on time and finish on time. So when one person gets out of the chair, the next one can get right in the chair at their exact appointment time. So yeah, man, be on time for your clients, man. Um, Another big thing, man, with client retention, you want to be your best version of yourself at all times. It's easier said than done because we're human, man. We all got days when we just don't even want to talk to nobody. I got days when I don't even want to look at nobody. Like, leave me alone. And that is the hardest thing about being a barber, being an introverted barber. You have to take yourself out of the introvert stage and be extroverted with your profession. So be your best self at all times. Be happy even when you're sad, when you're having a bad day. Don't allow your clients to see it, man. If you going through some stuff at home, you going through some stuff in the shop, you got just life hitting you all at once. Don't allow your clients to see it. They don't want to hear all that. They don't care if you crying or you sad. They don't care. At the time, nobody cares what you got going on. So, be your best self at all times. Be happy. Enjoy the life that you're living. You get to wake up, you get to breathe. Man, just be your best self at all times for your clients. And they will value you way more just for you being your best self at all times. Um, Another thing that I do personally, I don't hear a lot of barbers doing it. Um, every single time a client gets out of my chair, every time, I don't care if it's the first time coming. I don't care if they done came to me 1,000 times. Every single time a client gets out my chair, I tell them I appreciate you for coming through. If it's a regular client, I tell them I appreciate you as always, bro. Or if it's a new client, I appreciate you coming through. I catch you at the next one. You know, you gotta speak affirmations. You gotta use these affirmations, um, so people it just clicks in their mind like I'll see you at the next one. Like, all right, I'm about to go book my next appointment right now. You know, telling your client that you appreciate them, it makes them feel higher. Whereas though when they tell you that they appreciate you for the haircut, it's like, yeah, I got you. You know, this is what I do, but this is our job. This is what we went to school for. This is what we apprentice for. This is why we put the blood, sweat, and tears in. You know, they can tell us thank you, they appreciate us, but the real value comes from you telling them that you appreciate them. Because at the end of the day, man, without them clients, you don't eat. Your kids don't eat if you got kids. You ain't got no car. You ain't got no roof over your head. You can't do nothing for yourself without them. So at the end of the day, man, make sure you're letting your clients know you appreciate them to the utmost highest value, man. The highest value. Make sure you let your clients know you appreciate them, man. And you don't gotta do nothing financial. It can be just something so simple as, I appreciate you coming through, bro. I appreciate you as always, my guy. You know, just the simplest stuff. Your clients will value you way more for that. Um, and that's about it, man. That I can really get you off the top of my head for client retention. Um, but let me know in other videos what else y'all want me to teach y'all. Whatever tips that y'all desire to see, what you want to learn, you know, let me know. I'm here for it, man. J Red's the Barber, man. Signing out.